Am I the asshole for leaving my son outside on Christmas Eve night? I have 4 children and I'm pretty easygoing. It's simple. Be respectful, do your chores, and for the 2 teenagers, be back before 10 p.m. Well, my 16-year-old son came home at 11 last night when the house was already locked up after missing about 10 calls from me. He knocked for me to let him in, but instead I called him and told him he could sleep in the treehouse. He was apparently on a date with someone and didn't realize his phone was set an hour behind. To me, that's all excuses, so I told him he had the rest of the night in the cubby to reset his time and we'd see him in the morning. At 6, I let him in and he came in, went to bed, and slept until lunchtime, holding his siblings up from opening gifts. My husband's saying I overreacted. Am I the asshole for siding with my parents when they told my sister and her fiancé to sleep separately? I'm 19 female and I live with my parents, 52 female and 54 male. I have an older sister, 25 female, who's engaged to her boyfriend of 6 years. Her fiancé and her have been living together for 3 years and they got engaged this year. She also announced to us a while back that they're expecting a baby. In our house, there's a strict rule about unmarried couples not sleeping together and my sister knows that. She's left the house for 3 years since she's moved in with her fiancé and she started visiting us in the holidays. For the past 3 years, the rule was that they'll sleep in different rooms since they're not official. She was never fond of the rule and always tried to have her way. This year, my sister threw a fit because my parents wouldn't let her sleep on the same bed as her fiancé. Despite the 2 of them living together for so many years and despite being engaged and expecting a baby. They got in a huge fight on Christmas Eve. I sided with my parents saying it's their house and it's their rules and if she doesn't like it, she can never visit again. Also that she has to respect the host and most importantly, the people that raised her. She called me an asshole and said that I'm still too young to understand why my parents are being disrespectful. I don't think I'm the asshole because no matter how absurd a rule sounds, if you visit someone, you do as they say, period.
So in 9th grade, we were introduced to a class called health class. Now, I'm sure you all know what health is. It's when you sit down in a room and talk about genitals, smoking pot, smoking cigarettes, and heroin. It's a great fucking class. 10 out of 10 class. It helped me so much. You put condoms on bananas. It's great. It's really great. I'm just fucking around. But yeah, it's a class based around health. I'm sure you all have had it. I'm sure you all know what it is. But yeah, we went in there, okay, and we used to watch movies every fucking day in this class. The teacher must have just been, like, really, really lazy, and she was like, I don't want to fucking teach my class today. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to bring in, like, 20 movies. We'll watch those through the month. Easy peasy. Like, I swear that's what she would do. I remember there was one day where we walked in, and we literally didn't watch anything related to health. We watched the fucking Lion King. Now, I'm not complaining. I mean, this was fucking dope. We used to watch movies every day. We didn't even have to do any work. But I'm not even going to lie. We wouldn't even watch the movies. We would just talk and kill time on our phones and shit. But there came a time where we got so bored that we thought of this, like, fucking evil plan that we wanted to pull on this teacher, okay? Well, on the whole class, basically. The teacher kept on the front of the room like a big shelf of just movies and shit, and she would pick from it every day, and we would watch movies about either health or just random shit. So one of the DVD cases was white. It was white, it had nothing written on it, and inside was some random fucking movie that was about like cigarettes or something. It was just like a normal DVD like disc. It was like completely blank. It was burned off her computer. So my friend takes it and he goes, yo, what if I take this home with me and we switch the discs with something funny? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that sounds hilarious. What do you want to put in there? He's like, what if I put 2 Girls, 1 Cup on there? I was like, dude, don't fucking burn 2 Girls, 1 Cup onto a school film and then have her play it for the class. That's like fucked up beyond a level that I thought you could even think of. He's like, come on, just let me make it something dirty. I was like, you know what, dude? Go home, pick whatever fucking video you want, just don't make me a part of this. I'm just gonna sit there and laugh like the rest of the class, okay? So a couple days go by, my friend comes in, we have health class, alright? My friend comes in with the DVD, and on the front of this case, this white case, there's written on it, smoking. Just smoking in black marker, and I was like, dude, why would you write that on it? He's like, it's all part of the plan, bro, it's all part of the plan. So he runs up to the front, and he places the DVD in with all the other ones. And I told him, I was like, well, what'd you put on there? He's like, just wait till she picks the movie. So it took like 2 weeks. No joke. We went through so many fucking movies. We literally thought she was never even going to pick the DVD. But finally the day came where she picked it. She picked the movie. She opened it. She put it in the player. We were so hyped. We were like, oh, this is going to be it. She's going to see what's on this. I'm going to see what's on this. I didn't even know what he put on there. So I was like, alright, this is about to be fucked. This is going to be hilarious. So my friend, like, legit edited, like, a 30-minute film. And I don't even know why he had this much time on his hands, but it started with a black screen. And this, like, white font came up, this, like, text. And it said, how to have sex. And then at the bottom, in parentheses, it said 101. I was like, oh, no. Like, I was already laughing. I'm not going to lie. I was already just, like, completely laughing my ass off. I had my shirt over my face, just dying. And the teacher actually started walking to that side of the room to shut the DVD off already because she kind of got the idea that, This isn't about cigarettes. But it straight up went from like 0 to fucking 5 billion in a second. She went over to the room and take the DVD out, and right after that how to have sex text thing came up, it just cuts right into these two people fucking. And my friend literally maxed the audio out. I don't know if you've ever seen this video. I'm sure you have. On the, like, there's a lot of people that make these like ear rapey videos on Twitter. But it's this dude fucking a girl, and he's like screaming. No joke, this dude is fucking this girl, and he's straight screaming, being so loud, and my friend maxed the audio out. So the whole class, and I'm sure the entire hallway outside, could just fucking hear this amplified, loud fucking orgasm. The whole class was dying laughing at this point, and the teacher shut the DVD off immediately after this started, and she turned the lights on and was like, "I'm so sorry everyone, I have no idea how that got there." And everyone's dying laughing. I felt kind of bad, honestly, because the whole class thought that it was her DVD or some shit. But the whole rest of the class, we just watched YouTube videos because it was so awkward, you know. After you show porn to your class, there's really no coming back from that. But this was probably one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen, especially in 9th grade. Like, back then in school, that was one of the funniest things I've ever done. And I wouldn't recommend doing that, and I'm a fucking idiot, so yeah. But yeah, in the end, no one actually got in trouble. She didn't even try and, like, pursue the dude that did it, or even try and find out who did it. She just kind of, for some reason, thought that it just magically teleported there and was played for the class. I don't fucking get that.
Am I the asshole for refusing to continue being in my parents' retirement plan and paying for all their expenses after I got married? When I was 20, I had a son and became a single mom. The dad didn't want to be a part of my son's life. My parents offered me to stay at their house so my mom could help with the baby. I thought it was a blessing since now I am responsible for my baby. I was extremely grateful. I worked harder than ever. I paid half their rent and $200 for bills at first. After months of this arrangement, my dad lost his job and my mom didn't work. I had a good job that was paying me well, so I took on all the expenses of the house while my dad found a new job. I'm talking full rent, groceries, utilities, TVs, cell phones, gas, car insurance, even spending money for them. A year after no luck finding a job, my parents tell me my dad would no longer be looking for a job since he is now old and tired, that I've been doing great at work and they see how I can support them, so we should just now keep doing this. Yeah, you pay all these bills, this works out great for everybody. We're gonna keep doing this. At the moment, I was grateful for all their help with my son that I didn't disagree. This went on for 3 years until one day I met this guy who is now my husband. After getting married, my parents were expecting for him to move in with us and continue with me paying all the bills, but sadly I didn't want to. My husband and I talked and we agreed to get our own place, start our own family, our own life, and give my son a chance at having a family. When we told my parents, they got super angry saying they have no way to support themselves and I already had agreed to support them. Basically, I was their retirement. I didn't see a problem moving out since my parents are not that old. They are both 52, so they agreed to let me move out, but I had to leave my son so I could still be supporting them. To which my husband replied, "No way. He is my stepson who I see as my own son. He is not staying here." My parents replied, "Okay, they both can move out, but she still has to pay all our expenses." I told them we could help them for a couple of months, but I sadly couldn't keep paying for all their expenses. Am I the a-hole?
Am I the asshole for making a scene of my adult son and sticking my nose in his marriage? Here's the important background. My daughter-in-law, 32, and son, 33, have 3 children, aged 3 years, 2 years, and 4 months. He convinced her to be a stay-at-home mom and sell her business by telling her how good of a childhood he had and how happy my marriage was without telling her, in parentheses, which I found out today, that our arrangement was everything before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. was split 50-50. Sunday was my day off, and I was brought out twice a week. On to the story. On my last visit, I noticed my daughter-in-law was struggling mentally. So I, my sister, 55 female, and her girlfriend, 53, pulled our money together and paid for a spa weekend for them while we'd babysit the kids for her birthday last weekend. I was preparing on Thursday evening for the kids to arrive when my daughter-in-law rang me, holding back tears, saying they won't be going because my son's friend came to town and he said he wanted to spend the weekend with his friends catching up. I pressed her a little and I'm talking a little about her situation. She came clean about him doing no chores, no date nights, and her basically doing all of the childcare because, quote, that's what stay-at-home moms do. I was honestly disgusted. I convinced her to drop me off the kids and bring a friend to the spa. I even dipped into my savings to give her £500 to buy herself something nice. When she dropped me off the kids, I begged her to tell me where my son was. After 5 minutes, she told me the bar. She left for the spa, while I left for the bar. Here's where I might be the asshole. I went to the bar where he was there. I sat down next to her and asked her, did I fail as a mother?
I just don't want desire, me and you.
Long story short, I humiliated him. Got myself
No
into
drama,
my daughter-in-law
not
said she would
dangerous, but I can make you bleed.
and my son is calling me an asshole. I'm humiliating him,
No drama,
sticking my nose in his marriage.
not
Maybe I
dangerous,
should
but
stay
I
out.
can
I
make
don't
you
know.
bleed.
Hi guys, thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe to see more great videos. See you again.